Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 11 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we are going to study the birth chart of a male who got love marriage. In the previous example, we were also talking about a female chart, love marriage, but not arranged one because, they got married without the consent from their parents. But in this case, it's a love marriage, but love come arranged marriage by the family. So we are going to study the destiny, how it is supportive for the love marriage, and also in the previous case also would have studied, found, and in this case also you can find the role of the Rahu also is supportive for the love marriage, right? Just because of the Rahu, we cannot say it is favorable, but Rahu can be a supportive. It will be supportive one along with that favorable houses for the marriage. And we are going to study the other important points for how the key planets are playing role and the importance of the key planets and also rulers links we are going to study in this chart. Let us study the chart now. Example 11, love marriage. As discussed, the important points can be found in this example are the destiny for love marriage along with the role of the Rahu and role of the key planets in destiny and also dasa periods. So that is the normal points normally we will be finding it. So that also we can have the impact in this chart. Let us check the birth chart now. This is the birth chart of that male, and now we are going to study the preliminary study on the birth chart. So let me open that North Indian chart for the benefit of the North Indian followers. And Lagna is Aries Lagna. Seventh cusp is falling in the Libra. Now you can see there are many planets are conjoined here and also here. Rahu, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn are conjoined in the Leo, and Sun, Mercury, Moon are conjoined in the Taurus. When there are two or more planets are conjointly present in one Rasi, then many planets will get influenced by those planets because they will be connected to each other. Their Rasi Lord will be, associated with those planets. And also, if they are aspecting to other planets, those planets will have the influence. So then we have to be very careful when we are analyzing because these planets will have their influence to each other. That we have to keep it in mind. Now, seventh lord is Venus. That Venus is posted in the sign of Gemini in the second house as per the degree. Venus is in the sign of Mercury. Mercury is in the sign of Venus. So it is sign exchange. Venus and Mercury are in sign exchange. Seventh lord is posted in the second house in the sign of Mercury. Then Mercury's third lord, sixth lord in the posted in the sign of Venus in their sign exchange. And that Venus is closely conjoined. That not Venus, Mercury is closely conjoined with the Sun. Sun is the fifth lord. And Sun is the fifth lord, so Mercury is closely conjoined with the Sun. And why you are talking about Mercury? Because seventh lord Venus is posted in the sign of Mercury in the sign exchange with the Mercury. So that we know that Venus will have the influence of the Mercury strongly, and also that Mercury is conjoined with the Sun fifth lord, that is also supportive. Any other planet is in influencing that Venus, no other planet is directly influencing. So fifth house and seventh house are connected, and second house also connected. That is supportive, right? And role of Rahu is playing role. Yes, Sun is conjoined with the Mercury. Sun is in the sign of Venus itself, and that Sun is represented by Rahu because Rahu in the sign of Sun only. So that way, role of Rahu also present, and fifth lord, seventh lord connected, second house also connected. So that we could see in the preliminary study. Now let us check the detailed analysis. For that, let us go to the event, and I have already selected the event marriage love. So normally, what are the rules for the love marriage? We have to keep it in mind: seventh house or fifth house, if they are connected to the 2, 5, 7, or 11. Suppose 7 is seventh sublord in the star of a planet, talking about fifth house, seventh house. 5, definitely 7 should connect to the 5. 5 will connect to the 7, and 11th house also connected, and second house also connected. They are supportive for the marriage, love marriage, because they will marry to the person whom they like, or they are in love. So along with that, if Rahu also playing role, it means it will support for the love marriage from the other caste or other region. So that is the basic rule. As we discussed in the previous chart, along with that, these houses, if third house is connected, ninth house is connected, and obstacle causing houses are also connected, then it means what? It is supportive for love marriage because of the 3 and 9, and of course 6 also may be there. Some obstacles, hurdles also present. It indicates what? And that will support for the love marriage, but can support for the native to go out of the house on their own to get married also, because third house is moving the house, and movement also. Ninth house is third house to the seventh house, that also will support. When 12 is also joining, and it is going to be more favorable. In that, suppose moon is also playing role for this, so it will more favorable, because moon karaka planet for the mind, as well as it is the planet for the travel also. So that way it is we can find the signification. And as we said in the previous chart also, along with this, if we have that favorable houses to the profession, so that planet will support for the professional prospects also, along with that love marriage. I think we're able to understand, right? So now let us check the self-significator and planet colors. Lagna Lord, 8th Lord occupying 4th house and 9th sublord. 8 and 4 are talking about some obstacles. 1 and 9 are favorable. So Mars, we can say it is mixed. And 7th Lord, second Lord, 7th Lord occupying second house, 159 star Lord, 2, 3, 5, 8 sublord, and also a free planet. So it is a strong, favorable key planet. Venus is dark green. And 5th Lord occupying Lagna. This is also good. Representing Rahu, occupying 4th house, 311 star Lord, and 4th Cuspal sublord. 4, immediately when you're looking at 4, we should not come to a conclusion that 4 is detrimental to the marriage. It is also talking about the comfort zone and Sugastan, but in the absence of 8th house or 12th house or 6th house, the 4 will not be unfavorable strongly. So 5 and 1 is good only. So we can make Sun 5th Lord occupying Lagna. So it is, we can give light green. And Moon 4th Lord occupying Lagna, first house, 216 star Lord. 1 is okay, but 4, 1, 2, 16, it is good for the professional prospects, but it is not very strong for the marriage prospects, but it is also not indicating strong unfavorable. So what we can make it, moon can be given not a pink, we cannot say it is a mixed one. We cannot say it is a weak one. So let us give some other color. So we can give this brown. It indicates what? It is having some neutral houses, neither favorable nor unfavorable, right? Unfavorable are present, but 216 is talking about the professional prospects. Then Rahu, 4th occupant, 311 star lord and 4th sublord. So Rahu, we can make it as a blue one because of the 4 is present, right? Because 4th sublord also playing. So we cannot give it as a light red also, because 4 alone is not unfavorable. Because of the 311, it is the Kama Trikan also playing. It is good only. Then Jupiter. Jupiter is ninth lord, 12th lord occupying fourth house, seventh star lord, and fourth, 10th sublord. This is good for the professional prospects I mean, connected to the foreign country because 9, 12, 4, 7, and 10. But for the marriage prospects, 9 and 7 is okay, but 12, 4, and 10 is having some weakness. Being the 11th lord, sorry, 9th lord, and star lord for the 7th house, we can make it as favorable, but 12, 4, and 10 is there. So let us give this Jupiter as the mixed one. And Saturn, seventh sublord is good. 10th lord, 11th lord occupying fifth house, fourth star lord, 1 and 7 cuspal sublord. That is good only because of the 10 and 4, 10th lord also. Fourth star lord is not bad. So what, but we can give Saturn can be a blue planet because it is having some, but being the sublord of the seventh house, I think we can give the Saturn as the light green. Though it is 10th lord, fourth star lord, it is not weak. 11th lord occupying fifth house, 1 and 7 cuspal sublord, Saturn can be given light green. And that is a free planet, right? And Mercury, third lord, 11th occupant, and 11th sublord. Sorry, third lord, Lagna occupant, and 11th sublord. 3, 1, 11 is good, but 6th lord, 8 and 12 star lord, and 6 and 12 cuspal sublord, this is having weakness. Please understand 3, 6, 1, 8, 12, 6, 11, 12. It is talking about the third house matters, sixth house matters. I mean, job connected to third house, communication, all these things, and favorable for the professional prospects with some sort of struggle. That is indicating. So, but for the marriage prospects, it is talking about some weakness. So, because of the 3, 1, 11, we can give some good color. But because of the 6, 8, and 12, and 6 and 12 cuspal sublot, we have to give some weak color also. So, what we can do, we can make it either pink or we can give the light red. Because no color we have given for light red, so let us give Mercury's light red because of the 6, 8, and 12, and 6 and 12. Please keep it in mind. It is also having favorable grouping also. So now I think we have given all the colors. Yes, Ketu is pending. Ketu occupying 10th house. It is not bad, but representing Saturn is a very good key planet. So what we can do, Ketu, we can make it as a, because being the node planet, Saturn is the second planet, so we cannot take it as a Ketu is unfavorable. But no favorable house it is having in itself significations. So we can give blue color because whether blue also, pink also we can give. Yes, we can give pink. Ketu, we can give pink. It is a mixed significator because of the 10, not detrimental, right? And favorable in the Saturn. So whether we can give Ketu as a pink or blue. So even if we give pink also, when we are going to study level wise, we have to keep this in mind that pink for Ketu is not strongly unfavorable, right? Now let us go to the home page and check the destiny. Let me close this one. Because when we are studying the self-significator of all 9 planets, so sometimes we'll not be able to come to a decision whether it is going to be favorable or mixed or weak. So even it can have some non-supportive houses, but if it is having good key planets in its support, especially node planet, then favorable strength will be present. So we cannot make it as favorable also. We can make it as a moderately favorable, right? Unless and otherwise a planet is having unfavorable grouping, it is not going to be unfavorable. So there will be some sort of initial, obstacles in fixing the colors. So as we start doing it, then with the more practice, we can have a better understanding on the planets. Now, actually, I will just a minute. The last row is getting hidden, but you want that CLOCC, that row. Yes, anyway, we can scroll also, we can check if when we study the Saturn and Mercury. And let me open the significators. And which planet we are going to study. seventh lord. Seventh lord is Venus, and that is also fifth sublord. So, I mean, it is talking about both seven and also fifth sublord is very good significator, and that itself is supportive for the marriage, love marriage, provided the star level, sub level are supporting to the Venus. And seventh sublord is Saturn. So both the green planets we are going to check, Saturn and Venus. So let us check the Saturn. No, first check the Venus, because that is the seventh sublord. Sorry, seventh lord and fifth sublord. Seventh lord and fifth sublord is good. Star level, our Rahu has come. Rahu is the Karaka planet for such a love relationship and marriage and all. So something not connected to their normal practice, that is indicated by Rahu. Rahu is talking about 3 and 11, and some unfilled houses 4 is present, but representing Sun is good, right? That is good only. And the 12 level planet Ketu, that is supporting to the 4 and 10, but it is not talking about any 8th house and 12th house. But look at the star lord of that, second planet of the Ketu, Saturn, it is very good. So that way, through the second planet, the Venus is having favorable, and again sublord also Rahu only coming. So favorable 311 are present here, and apart from that 511 is also present. Still, if that Rahu is having the strong other favorable key planet in its supports, to make that weakness is reduced, and supports are support planets are present. So let me keep open that chart here. Let me open that chart also here. You can see Rasi chart if you check. Where is Rahu? Rahu is the star lord. Rahu is conjoined with the Jupiter. So Jupiter is the 9, 12, 4. It's also supportive significator. And Rahu in the sign of Sun. Rahu in the sign of Sun. Sun is the planet, a second planet, is good. And Rahu is conjoined with Mars. Mars is Lagna Lord, 8th Lord, okay. But importantly, Rahu is conjoined with Saturn in the 5th house. Because all are in the same sign. Saturn is what? Saturn is a important favorable key planets. So Rahu having got Saturn is good. And Saturn is represented by Ketu, that is forming ruler link. So that is also present. Apart from that, Rahu, Saturn, any other planet, Rahu representing Sun, that Sun is conjoined with the Mercury and Moon. Sun is conjoined with Mercury and Moon, but Sun is in the sign of Venus. Rahu representing Sun, Sun in the sign of Venus. That Venus is our another strong favorable key planet. That too, Venus role is going to be significant here, because that Venus is in sign exchange here. So its impact is going to be more. It means what? Venus is going to give the ruler link to the Rahu, star level and sub level, right? Through the second planet, Sun. Rahu represents Sun. Sun is in the sign of Venus. So through the second planet, that Venus is forming the ruler link. So that way, this is good, favorable for the love marriage, right? So that way it is good. Unfavorable key planet, what is that? Mercury. That Mercury and Moon, not Mars, Moon and Mercury, they are not playing role in the seventh ruler. That is good. It is not indicating any strong unfavorable. Favorable planets only ruling. I think you are able to understand now. Now, you have to keep it in mind, Rahu is connected to Venus. Right. Now, what else we have to do? Seventh sublord. Seventh sublord is Saturn in the star of Sun, and Sun, all are Sun only. That too, remember that Saturn in the sign of Sun only, Leo, right? So all are connected. So it means rulers link are present strongly. So that way, seventh sublord, 5 and 11 significator, 5, 1, and all 5, 7 is connected to 5. You can see there is no third house, ninth house, 12th house, 8 and 12 like what we had in the previous case. There is no hurdles in the marriage to happen. So there is no obstacles also for the marriage. So because of that, it led to love marriage, but arranged marriage. I think you're able to understand this now. And now, destiny we have checked. And what are the favorable key planets making the destiny? Definitely Venus and Saturn and the Sun, right? Venus, Saturn, and Sun representing Rahu and Venus. These are the favorable strong key planets, right? So that now we have to check the Dasa Lord. Dasa Lord, in which Dasa the native was running marriageable age. That native was running during the marriageable age, Rahu Dasa. Rahu itself is coming. That to the Karaga planet, that itself also a key planet because of this and also because of the Sun and conjoined with Saturn also we discussed. Now Saturn, Rahu in the star of Ketu representing Saturn. So Saturn is forming ruler link also. It is having some weakness, but it is supported by the second planet. And Ketu in the star of Mars 1, 8, 4, and 9. It is also supportive to the Ketu, but Ketu having only 10. How come Saturn second planet can favor? But Ketu second planet Saturn is a free planet, is significant Silent. Moreover, if you check that Ketu is having Jupiter and Saturn. It is Ketu's not only second planet is Saturn, Saturn is also aspecting to Ketu. So forming ruler link. Ketu aspected by Saturn. That Saturn is the Rasi Lord also for the Ketu. So that way, Saturn is influencing Ketu strongly. That way, the Ketu's unfavorable, 10th house is not further supported, favorable or increased. Then sublord is Venus, our strong favorable key planet. So that way, Dasa Lord, Rahu, Sun, and Saturn, Venus, all are playing roles. So that way, it is supportive for the marriage. So definitely during that marriage, under Rahu Dasa, definitely the Bugdi Lord should have the strong key planet Venus. And of course, Saturn and role of Rahu, because role of Rahu is important, or Sun. So that is important. Venus is important, and Saturn or Sun are important. So Jupiter, you can see there is no, they are not very strong, and Saturn is good, and Saturn, Sun are all good only. The only issue is that there is no role of Venus. So that we have to keep it in mind. Otherwise, Saturn is perfect. Mercury, the source planet, sublevel is Jupiter. This is not strong. And Ketu, Mars, these are all not good. And Mercury itself is not good. And look at that Venus, the key planet of the Dasa Lord, strong key planet is Venus. That Venus itself is playing role, and star level is Rahu, sublevel is Rahu, and Venus is forming ruler link to the Rahu also. That also we checked, right? So that way, this is Venus is better, and then Saturn, because Saturn is good, but Venus is having strong ruler link or a built connection with the Dasa Lord Rahu, because Venus is the strong key planet of the Dasa Lord, and other key planet Sun representing Rahu also playing role. So that also it is forming ruler link that I think we are able to understand this one. So the native got married. Let me check the marriage date. Love come arranged marriage, 11th March 2010. 11th March 2010. Let me erase this first. 11th March 2010. Let me check the period. Rahu Dasa, 11th March 2000. Venus Bugdi, Venus Antra. So Rahu, Venus as supported for the marriage. So got married in Rahu Rahu, Venus, and Venus. So now let us have a look at the transit also, how it was supportive during that period, right? Oh, sorry, this is not the one. Transit. Yes. 11, 3, 2010. Definitely the key planets, whatever we discussed, will play a role in that. Let us check that. Natal chart, let me keep open that so that we can find the support of the Jupiter transit in the natal planets positions. Jupiter is posted here in the Aquarius. So Jupiter is transiting in the Aquarius sign. You can see Jupiter is aspecting to natal Venus, right? And aspecting to the that fifth house also. And also it is aspecting ninth house, seventh house. So Jupiter is aspecting to Venus, seventh lord also, seventh house also, and fifth house also. That is good. So Jupiter transit is also supportive during that period. And what are the planets? Moon, we have to check where is the moon. Moon in the sign of Saturn, and is a key planet, star of Sun. Sun actually is a good key planet because Sun is the one which is having that fifth house and representing Rahu, no? So that is also good. Sun is a good key planet, 5 and 1, and Sun is having the Rahu also. Sun is conjoined with in the sign of Venus itself, so it is good. And moon in the star of Sun, fine. And Jupiter, no, Rahu. Rahu Dasa Venus Bhakti, na? Rahu is in the sign of Jupiter and in the star of Venus. So our strong favorable key planet, that Rahu, and sublord is Mercury. Mercury is weak, but Mercury is sign exchange with the Venus. Mercury in the sign of Venus and Venus in the sign of Mercury. And that Mercury is also in the star of Sun. So that way, either directly the key planet will appear or through the star lord as a directly as a key planet, or it's through the star lord. So that we can easily identify. So Venus, the Buddhi lord and Antara lord, Venus in the sign of Jupiter. Jupiter is a supportive key planet, and Jupiter in the star of that Venus is in the star of Saturn, our strong favorable key planet. I'm sorry, not Jupiter. Venus is in the sign of Jupiter in the star of Saturn. Saturn is the strong key planet in the natal chart. So that a Buddhi Lord and an Antar Lord both are Venus. That Venus is, transiting also in a good place. It is transiting in a good sign, and also star Lord also a good key planet. I think you are able to understand how the Jupiter transit also supportive, and other Dasabhukti Antara period, and that Dasabhukti Antara and natal Jupiter transit, and how the Dasabhukti Antara periods are transiting in association with the key planets of the natal chart, I think would have understood. So thank you so much. In this chart, we have discussed with the EPS table. In the next video, we will have a look at the how the filter table was supportive in finding the good key planets in the dictionary and also in the Dasabhukti period. Thank you.